Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Dear student of class 6, today I am going to discuss about disease and insect pest control of pepper. Disease control. In the picture, you are seeing that a pepper plant is wilted. It looks blighted. Blighted means burnt. The name of this disease is blight disease of pepper. Damping of disease or blight disease may occur when a pepper plant is in seedling stage. To control this disease, 1 kg seeds need to be mixed with 3 gram Provax for the treatment of seeds. The seed bed should be kept dry. Sometimes a pepper plant dies getting dried gradually from the top to bottom. This is called dieback disease. To control this disease, spray 1 gram Babistin mixed in 1 liter water 2 to 3 times at interval of every 15 days. To prevent yellow mosaic virus, the affected trees have to be uprooted immediately and then burned. Peppers varieties that are disease resistant should be cultivated. Insect pest control. The leaves of seedling get wrinkled by attack of tiny spiders. Such spiders can be controlled with the spray mixture of 2 gram of Theovit in 1 liter water after every 10 days. If the seedlings are attacked with thrips and aphids, the spray mixture of Malathion 50 EC 1 milliliter in 1 liter water will give a good result. Insecticides or fungicides should rather be avoided at the time of crop harvesting. If it is to be used, crop harvesting should be stopped for 5 to 7 days. Crop harvest. Flowers start to bloom after 30 to 40 days of planting seedlings. Green pepper needs 20 to 30 days to be matured. More than 25 to 30 days are required for pepper to ripen. Green peppers can be collected 2 to 3 times within a week, and red peppers are to be collected after every 15 days up to about 2 to 3 months. Yield. The varieties the yield varies in accordance with variety. On the average, 6 to 10 tons yield can be produced per hectare, but 1.5 to 2.5 tons dried pepper can be obtained per hectare land. Pepper cultivation method in a tub or pot. So far, we have learnt that pepper cultivation method in the field. Now, we will learn how to cultivate pepper in a tub. If we want to cultivate pepper in a tub, first we need an earthen tub or a plastic tub of 6 to 10 inch diameter. To prepare the soil of the tub, we need to mix loam soil, sandy soil and cow dung in 1:1:1 ratio. Then we need to place a piece of pot or pitcher or brick upon the bottom hole of the tub so that the excessive water can be leached away. Now, the tub is to be filled with the mixed soil. Then the seedling is to be planted on the prepared tub and water is to be lightly sprayed with a watering can. The tub is to be placed where it may get sunlight for at least 6 to 7 hours in the whole days. However, the tub should be kept in the shade at noon for the first few days of the seedling plantation. It is better to use compost or cow dung in the tub in case of pepper cultivation. It is deficit. If it is deficit of fertilizer, the soil of the tub becomes white and the scarcity of moisture in the soil is seen. If it happens that the soil of the tub is to be made loose, with weeder and fertilizer are to be mixed. Irrigation is to be performed in such a way that water does not get stagnant. Frequent irrigation makes the soil of the tub hard, so the soil is to be made loose a few days after interval with weeder. Now I am going to show you a video of how to cultivate pepper with tub.
In this video we will learn how to grow chilies from chilies. Wear gloves when handling chilies or wash your hands immediately afterwards. Harvest mature chilies from the plant. Cut open the chilies and extract seeds from them. Take a small pot with drainage holes at the bottom. Cover the holes with the small stones and fill it with the potting mix. For the potting mix, use 70% organic compost and 30% fine sand. You can also use seed starting mix to start your seedlings. Gently press the potting mix with your hand. Sprinkle seeds on the potting mix. Avoid overlapping. Cover them with a fine layer of potting mix. Do not bury them too deep as it will decrease the germination rate. Gently press the potting mix with your hand. seeds will germinate after 9 to 12 days, so do not be too concerned if your seed do not germinate immediately. Make sure to keep the soil moist at all times during the germination stage, but do not overwater. When the seedlings have 3 to 4 true leaves, at that point you can transplant them at their final location. Always try to transplant your seedlings early in the morning so as to avoid transplant shock. Plant multiple seedlings in a big pot for better pollination. For that, dig small holes slightly larger than the root ball of your seedling with your hand or any gardening tool. Keep 6 to 7 inch gap between two plants if you are planting the plants in a container. For ground, seedlings should be spaced about 1 to 1.5 feet apart. After planting, water immediately to avoid transplant shock. When the seedlings are 6 to 7 inches long, at that point just pinch the top growth. This will force the plant to produce multiple side stems. More side stems you have, the more fruit your plant will produce. After only few days, the plants are now more fuller and bushier. Each plant has more than 10 to 12 sub-branches. Chilies are heat-loving plants and grows well in areas that receive plenty of sun. 5 to 6 hours of sunlight daily is essential for better growth, so choose a place that gets full sun. Carry on feeding chili plants with organic compost after every 18 to 20 days. Chilies can be pollinated by bees, but failing that, they are also self-pollinating. So a gentle shake of flowers will help ensure that the fruit set. For that, plant multiple plants in the same pot. If you have grown your chili plant in a small container, then just make sure to keep 2 to 3 pots together for better pollination. Remove or pull out any weed from your container, as these will steal space and essential nutrients from the soil. Incorporate compost into the soil after every 18 to 20 days to keep the nutrients level high. Overwatering can cause major problems and encourages a variety of pests, fungus infection and disease, and other problems such as flower drop. So water only when soil feels dry to touch. Give water to the plant just enough to survive. Let the soil dry out between watering. One chili plant will provide hundreds of chilies or more. With just a few plants, you can be self-sufficient in chilies. Chilies will change colors as they mature. Both unripe and ripe chilies can be harvested according to your need. Chili plants are perennials and are generally more productive in their second year than their first.